In 1998, Audi took over the Italian car-making facilities. Since then, Lamborghini has been driving in the fast lane of success. The plant is a mixture of high-tech and hand craftsmanship. The halls are spick and span, where the highly qualified specialists put together some dozen cars a day. Everyone wears the same outfit, black and just as tidy and clean as the halls, and of course with a tiny embroidered company emblem, not a crocodile, but a bull. Today, the company employs some 850 people in Sant'Agata. Wherever you see Lamborghini, there's a bunch of Audi inside. The lightweight metal bodies are made according to the space frame concept like the A8 in Neckarsulm, Germany. When assembled at Lamborghini, the rust-free light alloy structures receive their technical refinement step by step. For the 560 horsepower Gallardo, for instance, the workers install insulating components made of composite mats, which are meant to spare the passengers any disturbing noise or vibrations. The body shell is all prepared with connections for the installation of the suspension and openings for the wiring harness. Lamborghini builds the engines itself, both the 5.2-liter V10 for the Gallardo as well as the 6.5-liter V12 for the Aventador. Specialists put the pieces together by hand. Before the engine is meticulously mounted onto the body, it runs through some comprehensive high-tech testing, with plenty of calm, a nice feel for the car, experience, and a good sense of proportion. And not under pressure to get jobs done in a prescribed clock time. The complex nature of the products and the quality demand, now taken for granted, calls for assembly line speed that's more in tune with glacial movement. Lamborghini's assembly hall is quiet, functional, and professional. At each station, precision tools and jigs for the assembly of specific components ensure that any deviations are kept to an absolute minimum. An example, the assembly of the taillights. Two people, using a jig for precision gauging, attach the supplier's finished module to the body. Once screwed into place, the jig is removed, and the lights fit perfectly like on all the previous models and those still to be turned out. As mentioned before, today the same quality standards that apply at Audi apply here. The huge perforated brakes for each wheel are supplied to Lamborghini by Brembo as a complete unit including discs, calipers, cables, and wires. To prevent the massive wheels with their 19-inch alloy rims and Pirelli Zero tires on a Gallardo from getting tilted or twisted on the hub carriers and mounting them by hand, a platform hoist does the job. Here too, a jig is used for the exact placement of the wheel. Once the assembly worker has determined that the wheel fits perfectly, he then tightens the lug nuts. The impact wrench checks each lug nut for the exact torque recommended by the manufacturer. To install the final fittings and complete the final checks, the Gallardo glides along an assembly line at such a slow speed which it probably will never again reach in its lifetime. Each Gallardo is unique and unlike any other, as it passes the strict scrutiny of the inspectors at the final control point, who make sure all the assembly work has been done just right. Actually, in terms of color and interior equipment, there's no customer wish Lamborghini cannot meet, whether a coupe or open-top Spider. Following the structural check, it's time for the first ignition of the V10, and the next Gallardo rolls out for further control, and then for some braking in.